back down here at the scene of the crime. Nice, my battery didn't even charge. Had it plugged in all night. Okay, Dad told me to go get back, ouch, in the blind. And he's gonna go stand where he thinks I shot. Then he's gonna go get in the penthouse. Because like I said, we have no landmark to go by. Well, my cousin Trevor and Uncle Jim came down to help. We kind of figured out a spot that chased a deer up over there. That my dad found the clearing that he was looking through when he saw me shoot. It ended up being 121 yards, but we're not finding no blood. But man, he ran like a scalded dog that looked like he had a bellyache. So I don't know. Well, what a week it's been. It's Friday the 17th now. This week really hasn't gone as planned. Not that there's ever any kind of plan when it comes to deer hunting. So Monday, when we were out looking for the deer I'd shot Sunday night, my battery had died on my camera shortly after I had videoed what I had videoed, so I didn't get to film any of the tracking. My Uncle Jim and my cousin Trevor had found blood. My dad and my cousin Trevor had split off one way, and Uncle Jim and I had split off in one another way, and thinking that to follow the way, we thought the deer had gone. Uncle Jim's like, let's go back to the blood and see if we can't see anything else. So we'd only found a few splatters on this blood trail. So we got to looking basically on our hands and knees, and we found blood. Just drops here and there, though. Nothing like gushing out. So we followed it along to the creek, and we got to the reed canary grass there along the edge of the creek, and we found a good track, and then it just stopped. Don't know what way it went. We ended up searching for 3.5 hours on Monday and never found the deer. My cousin Trevor's a pretty good tracker, and he thinks that maybe I had just winged the deer, nicked it, and the splatter that we were finding was just like clots and stuff coming off its fur. So we didn't hunt that afternoon. Dad's like, we've stirred up the timber enough here. Plus the neighbors had pulled in just shortly after we'd got here, about 8 o'clock Monday morning, and they started picking corn. So it's like, the timber's going to be all in disarray. Let's let them get their corn picked. They don't got to worry about us. It's not a big deal. Tuesday morning, we came out. I switched guns. I was like, okay, the 270's jinxed. I'm very superstitious when it comes to hunting. Went back to the ground blind. That paid off, because here comes about 10 to 7. Here comes the big 5x5. Comes, and he's beefed up, and he's just trotting right across the timber. He's not like hightailing it, and he's not nose down like on a mission, at a trot or anything, but he's just walking, and he's wanting in my timber. Easy 40-yard shot. I've made it a dozen times. I shot over his back. He turned around and he ran back into the east timber. And he turned around at the edge of the timber, and he turned around and he snort-wheezed me probably 3 good times and went back into the timber. About 7:30, I got pissed off enough, I finally came back to the pickup. Tuesday afternoon. Saw some does. Saw my regular does. Wednesday morning. Saw the does out in the field. Wednesday morning, I also went back to the tree stand because Tuesday when we came down, it was so god-awful windy, it took the ground blind and into the trees. So I've been hunting. I kicked Dad back out. I shouldn't say kicked him back out of the stand. He found a different spot in the timber. Actually, he moved to the edge of the field to look over the edge of the field, and I sat in the timber. Wednesday morning, in the midst of all this, I wasn't in the mood to film, so I didn't bring my camera, and you guys didn't miss much. Wednesday morning, I didn't see anything else Wednesday morning other than the does in the field. Tuesday afternoon, it was the 2 does in the timber, the forkhorn, and then the Gomer buck. Wednesday afternoon, it was hot, and I mean hot. It was in the low 70s, so I had stuff to do. It wasn't windy, but it was hot. But I had outdoor stuff I needed to do, so I stayed home and did that. Thursday didn't start off very well with my Basset Hound got into Halloween candy and was sick all over the house, so I ended up staying home Thursday morning and cleaning up her mess. And then by the time noon rolled around, it was so windy. It was 40+ mile-an-hour winds, gusting. And it's like, you know what? It's not going to hurt to take a couple days off from the timber. This morning, came out and the 2 deer that are always paired together, we always thought there were 2 does. The one came in the timber, the other one turned around, ran back in the other timber. I think it's a button buck. So, other than that, I haven't seen nothing. Today's going to be my last day to hunt. I go back to work on Monday, and I haven't gotten a whole lot of my projects done around the house, so I'm going to, statistically speaking, if I haven't gotten a deer by this time in the season, then I'm not going to get one. So I don't have my hopes up, but you never know. So let's go get out in the timber. It's a nice afternoon. It's 50 degrees outside, no wind. Actually perfect hunting conditions. So I'm by myself. Dad's already called it. He's even admitted that he's not I wouldn't be surprised if this wasn't his last year to deer hunt. So he don't get excited anymore. You know, he's going to be 70 this winter, so he'd rather sit in a boat and fish. So not me. I don't like to fish. So anyways, let's go. Okay. So on my way in, at the entrance door I come in at, I dumped a little bit of doe estrus. This stuff stinks too. I spilled some on my hand. And then I also put some out here in the middle. More of those first one, my big one that I have mounted. So, I don't know. I just had 2 doe. Come walking through the timber. They went into this thicket. I hope y'all can hear me. It's a promising start anyways. Well, that's it. I'm calling it. My deer season's over, or at least November Firearm. This just goes along with my 2023. Hopefully 2024 is better. But I'm not done deer hunting for the year. I still got my archery tag, which is good till the end of the year, and then I got December muzzleloader. So usually I don't hunt that because we're always busy with Christmas stuff, and we got I'm being watched. You can't see it here. I got a doe straight across the other field from me. I don't know if it's the same doe. I don't know if it's notched deer or not, but anyways, when I was sitting in my stand just getting ready to come out, I just stood up and I was watching a doe limping very, very badly across. I put my scope on it. I forgot my binoculars, but limping very, very badly across the field. Looked like, I don't know if she got hit by a car or what, but it was definitely in the left rear hip. I think it's my good doe. I haven't seen her since opening morning. I don't know who's watching me now, but could be the same deer. And it looks like I got deer over here trying to sneak out, because that's where they usually come from at night. Beautiful day. Beautiful weather. These deer are used to me. I hate to say it. They'll just drop back in the timber. They don't even hightail it anymore. Oh yeah, they're watching me from all kinds of different directions. So, one thing cool I did see though was I got a bald eagle nest about 20 yards away from me, and they were flying around. I've seen them, of course, every time I've been out. And comes and still watching me. Comes and lands on a limb, and then after, I don't know, a minute or two, I just hear this loud, like the sound of a limb crashing. Well, I look up to see that bald eagle had taken off and was circling through the air. I mean, that branch was probably, I don't know, inch diameter by about 4 foot long. Circles through the air, lands in her nest, and she starts tucking that branch into her nest. Never seen that before. That was pretty neat. So anyways, I don't know where they went. They're probably just moseyed back into the timber till I get out of here. There goes, oh, there goes that guy that couldn't hit the broadside of a barn with his pickup. All right, anyways, that's all I got. I'm getting out of here. Go home and see the wife and kids. I hope everybody else had a better season than me. Till next time.